So you found volunteering good, and you made quite a good connection with the animals, I believe.
Yeah, it was okay until it closed. So in my 20s, I was admitted to Northwood Hospital. The grounds were beautiful. There was a bus service through the grounds, which was ideal for people who were visiting. This beautiful place aided my recovery. There was one really ill person called Sandra who used to hang around the ward barely clothed. They started her on antidepressants. A few weeks later, she was a different person, talking about how mental illness had crippled her. Her family had disowned her because they were very ignorant, thinking mental patients were a danger to society. Pam, one of the patients, decided to escape. She was in the grounds, the bus was due in 5 minutes. She hid behind some bins, so she was hidden, and got on the bus when it came to the terminus. She was away. The staff later realised she was missing. Sue, one of the patients, had been the last to see her. Gladys, one of the nurses, rang the police and got in touch with Pam's family. Nobody had seen her. She rode to Halifax with a few days' supply of meds. She made her way to a good friend called Gary. He greeted her with a massive hug. "Oh my gosh," she said. "What are you doing here?" She got quite emotional. "Well," she said, "I've been meaning to look you up for ages. Would it be okay for me to stay for a bit? I'm homeless at the moment." He didn't even hesitate. "Yes, of course," he said. "You can stay as long as you like." "Thanks," she said. "Although I may need to order more meds. I am running a bit low." "I can do that on my phone," he said. She didn't tell him she'd escaped from hospital. The hours turned into days. Her family feared for her safety, and then someone reported seeing her in Sainsbury's. She was found, sent straight back to hospital and sectioned. She despaired, spiralling into deep depression again, going off the rails in the lockup again. It seemed like the 100th time, swearing at the nurses. The lockup door was eventually opened. She was let out and immediately made her way to the kitchen, pouring boiling hot water over her arms, just to try and numb the mental pain. Roseanne intervened. She was referred to the burns unit. Meanwhile, I'd been discharged in my 20s, trying to deny I could be gay. I was referred to the Dales in my mid-20s. A distant cousin called Jean recognised my dad. Anyway, they were chatting away. She said I needed to come out of the closet. I spent the next few weeks delusional, coming out of the closet in my later 40s, finding my other half in my early 50s. We've been together over a year, still going strong. The meds controls the schizophrenia to some extent. And so the moral of my story is, mental illness has touched us all in one way or another. Something still sadly masked by society. People with mental illness are capable of recovery and live relatively normal lives. There really is light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was my story.